अंतरिम कंजरवेटिव आगू वालों पार्लीमेंट हिल ते एक न्यूज़ कॉन्फ्रेंस की गई जिथे उन्होंने संघी बजट ਲਈ अपनी पार्टी की चर्चा की है। 2021 ਦੀਆਂ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਚੋਣਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਬਜਟ ਹੈ।
The average cost of a house in 2015 was around $400,000. Today, that same house is $800,000 and climbing. This is not sustainable, and another ineffective government program is not the answer. What we fear is that today's NDP Liberal budget will be neither reasonable nor responsible. The days of moderate Liberal budgets are over. Under Justin Trudeau, the Liberal Party continues to push risky and expensive economic policies. We fear that today's budget will be one of big NDP spending. It will be an NDP budget, not a Liberal one. The Prime Minister is ignoring calls for a moderate, responsible budget from people within his own party. He is ignoring Canadians who need real help with the cost of living pressures. He's ignoring our calls for moderate tax relief for Canadians. He repeatedly said no to our request to give Canadians a GST holiday on fuel or cut the carbon tax. Unfortunately, this Prime Minister isn't listening to anyone except the NDP, which is his guarantee of power. Canadians should also expect that anyone who disagrees with the Prime Minister on this budget will be dismissed and called names. We are very concerned that Trudeau will continue his pattern of wedging, dividing, and stigmatizing Canadians as he has done in the past. Conservatives, however, will be unwavering in our goal and our determination to unite Canadians and give them hope once again. We believe the best way to unite this country again is to make life more affordable and empower Canadians to be able to work hard, earn a living, provide for their families, and get ahead. We don't believe that's too much to ask for in today's budget. The one thing that we know is the further left the Liberals go and the more money they spend, the more expensive everything gets for Canadians. The last 6 years are proof of that. Canadians are much worse off today than they were 6 years ago. What Conservatives are looking for is a responsible fiscal management budget and controlled spending, which in turn will help address inflation. We want to see substantial tax cuts, whether it's income tax, corporate tax, GST, or carbon tax. The government has a range of options to offer relief to Canadians. Canadians cannot afford any more increases in the cost of food, fuel, or housing. Enough is enough. We want to see a serious solution to the housing inflation crisis. Conservatives don't ever believe raising taxes is a good thing. Certainly, we've been advocating for reduced taxes for Canadians at the pump. We asked for a reduction on GST holiday. We've asked for them to stop the carbon tax. But when you're increasing taxes, even on businesses, whether it's corporations, small businesses, it has an effect on investment. It has an effect on long-term growth. We said that we want to see a budget that has a plan for long-term growth, and Conservatives believe that if you increase taxes, you harm the economy. So no, we don't believe this is the time to increase taxes on anyone or any sector.